threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as...
Coach, we have a damp and rainy afternoon in the tri-state area as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium in the Garden State of New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Jets. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
We go tonight. Average roll. 180. Watch the run. Watch the run. Christian, travel. 11. 11. He's crossing.
On first down, it's gone. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
BC.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Motion. 54.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Red 80. Switch. Kill.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Bell. He stiff-arms him. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He's checking.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. They'll find Lindsey here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. They're going with Lindsey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
The tackle made by Clay Matthews. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Rams nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Listen. Whirling.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming. We got double up. Shell.
There's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 20. It's a big run that time by Bell. 41 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Forced out to his left. And Darnold, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
12. Hey, 2.
From his goal line here, Goff. Able to find Deion Kane, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Hey, switch! Hey, orbit! Switch! Whoa! Right there.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Man, we're close. 57. Hey, exit.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 29, Darnold, he's going to, and got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 33 yards that time. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill. X3, 218, chopper.
This is Bell. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 8 and a first down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Quick. Tell. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. What?
On 1st and 10, gone. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30. First down, Rams.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Watch out. Check right.
Hey, Haywood.
Goff. This is caught inside the 15. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
First carry for Trenton Cannon. Fighting through, and he's got space. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, 75 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now as you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Phillip Lindsay, 91 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Mike, 57. Lady. Bravo. 57 to Mike. Hey, lady.
Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right. Hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Darnold. And he's got a noon one. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first and 10, Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack. Third and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Clay Matthews, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check. 5. Check 24. Watch 24.
They'll go again with Lindsey, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Another run by Lindsey. 23 yards the pickup there.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt, it doesn't work out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Clay Matthews picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that's going to be incomplete.
Throwaway and incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 13. Red 80.
Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Let's go. 54.
Gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
No, 4 down. General West. Louis.
They are going for it. Goff. That one into the hands of Kane. Going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Deion Kane, 75 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. To throw is gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
57. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, this is Cannon. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's get it. Red 80. Check 99.
Play action. It's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
We go tonight. 180.
54. Mike, 54. We go.
Shell. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, tonight.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They find some open field here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Tonight. 120.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Value 3.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Rams, 32.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at that. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game not quite over.
Right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their time. This one in hand.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He's going to air one out, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Check your hot read.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, ground.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Now Goff. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And now running right through it. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's crashing.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Jets, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the